What's going on YouTube? DoubleO88 here, and it's time for my Deadpool review. I'm a bit late to this. I watched it like literally a few days ago, but I just thought I needed to do a review, tell you how I feel about this movie. Bear with me guys, I'm just a little bit ill. If I talk a little bit slow today, I don't seem as energetic as I usually do because I've just got a bit under the weather. So just bear with me guys, and hopefully you'll enjoy this review and it won't distract you that much. Anyway, let's go. Right, the film is funny as hell. R-rated, best choice ever. Ryan Reynolds killed it as Deadpool, killed it as Wade Wilson. It was funny as hell. The story was just plain, but that's all it needed to be for this film. The story didn't need to be anything complicated, anything nuts. The point of the film was about Deadpool's character and bringing Deadpool to the, to the cinematic world, and bringing him in properly, unlike the shitty version that was in X-Men Wolverine Origins, and that storyline, like I said in one of my trailer reactions, that it would have been cool if they used Deadpool from Origins, the Origin storyline, and turned him into the Deadpool we know and love. But that doesn't even matter, because at the end of the day, X-Men Days of Future Past erased those X-Men films, so you can kind of so it's left up to your interpretation how the world has gone since Days of Future Past reversed and changed everything, the timeline. So yeah, so we can literally see Deadpool's proper origin story with Vanessa and Ajax and the Weapon X projects and all that. So yeah, the story was simple. It was basically the origin story, but the characters were cool. Deadpool and his friend, that guy was hilarious. His friend. One of my favourite scenes was when Deadpool wanted to go to wars and get his girlfriend back, Vanessa, and his friend was like, "I'd come, but I don't want to." That bitch just cracked me the hell up. That was funny as fuck. And some of the best bits, I'll just say some of my favourite moments, like when Deadpool's hand gets chopped off and then it comes out of this little baby hand. Like it's growing back slowly, and it's like, oh my god, it's gonna feel so big in his hand. Just fucking hilarious. Deadpool is just legendary. And obviously all the scenes he had of Dopinder in the taxi, and trying to egg him on to kill his girlfriend, the woman that he loves, fiance or whatever, while at the same time trying to hide the fact that he's trying to help him on, because Colossus and Warhead chick, that Warhead chick, I can't remember her full name, her name's crazy. That Warhead chick is there, sitting there. The things that I didn't like too much was, again with the story, like I said, it was simple, it didn't need to be anything complicated, but I think they could have delved a little bit more into who exactly was trying to bring out Deadpool's mutant genes. Like, it was Weapon X. They don't really go into it too much. Ajax's character didn't really look anything like the comics. I don't know if he's gonna come back and look more like the comics or something, but he was good. He played the character well, that guy from Game of Thrones and the Transporter. Well, he was the original Dario Naharis from Game of Thrones. Apart from his acting and his cool fight scenes, I feel like I need a little bit more from him, in terms of his look, which isn't the actor's fault. But apart from that, Deadpool was just great. The fourth wall breaking was on point. Every time Deadpool broke the fourth wall, it just made sense. The best part was when you see, I think it's Negasonic Teenage Warhead or something like that's her name, and Colossus, where you see them two coming out of the X Mansion, and Deadpool goes to visit them twice, and you only ever see them two in the X Mansion, and you're wondering, where the hell is the rest of the X-Men? This is so late. It's just stupid. And Deadpool himself comes out with, every time I come here, I only ever see you two guys. I wonder, maybe it's because the studio didn't have enough of a budget for the rest of the X-Men. That got the biggest laugh in the whole cinema, man. Everyone just went crazy for that bit, because that is exactly what everybody was thinking. It just cracked me the hell up. I loved that shit. And then one of the best parts when Colossus was dragging Deadpool, because they want to recruit Deadpool because they think he's got potential, but he's a bit too rough around the edges. So Colossus was like, "I'm going to take you to the professor," and Deadpool's like, "Which one, McAvoy or Stewart?" Oh my! Said their real names, because there's obviously two professors. And then like no one's listened to it in the within the universe, but when the audience gets it, I just love it, man. I was waiting for Deadpool to just fall all the shit out of everything in the film version. That's what he does in the comics, obviously. It was hilarious. They made fun of obviously Ryan Reynolds' failures in the past. They made fun of the Green Lantern. They made fun of the previous Deadpool. They even had a little Deadpool toy. And one of my favourite moments of him breaking the fourth wall was when it did it like a they even talked about a 16 wall break. Basically, it was like Deadpool when Deadpool was talking about something that he's doing, and then they went into the past as a flashback, and Deadpool in the flashback started talking about what he's doing currently in present time, like in relation to the flashback, and he was like, this is like, it's so meta. I was like, this is a 16 wall break, that's crazy. Like, it said it way better than that, but it was just nuts. The after credit scene of Deadpool is flipping hilarious. Like, it was one of the best after credit scenes I've ever seen. And I didn't realise until I got out of the cinema and looked this shit up that it was basically based on Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The ending of Ferris Bueller's Day Off is like, I think that was one of the first after credit scenes. In Ferris Bueller's Day Off, you see a young Matthew Broderick as Ferris Bueller coming in and saying, "Why are you guys still here? Go home," you know? Like, and Deadpool does the same thing with the robe and everything from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Just love the after credits scene. That was hilarious, perfect. Like, and then there's another after credits scene. I got a bit confused. People were saying there was two, but what happens is it goes black and then Deadpool comes back on again, because it's like you just can't get enough. You just want more Deadpool, and they knew it and they did it. And Deadpool comes back and says, "Oh yeah, there's gonna be a Deadpool 2, and we're probably gonna have Cable in, and we'll probably get, I don't know, Mel Gibson, Dolph Lundgren, Keira Knightley, she's got range. You know, anyone with a flat top." Like, that was just hilarious. They talk about Cable with Deadpool 2. You got to bring Cable in now. Deadpool 2's a given. The Deadpool 1 has made so much money. You know they're gonna make a Deadpool 2. Right now, it's like got over 130 million worldwide. It's R-rated, and it's doing so damn well, regardless of it being R-rated in America and not opening in China. It's doing amazing. It's beating out a lot of big films that were PG-13. It's opening up the floodpaths for all these massive films to maybe start going R-rated again. Like, can't bring back the days of Blade. Finally, we can have like an R-rated superhero films for adults, rather than all these PG-13, you know, joke fests. I read an article about what James Gunn said about Guardians of the Galaxy, and James Gunn was saying, that article was amazing. It was exactly what I've been thinking. James Gunn basically said it's stupid, like, that he loved Deadpool, and he knows that there's going to be a whole bunch of R-rated flicks coming out of crude jokes and silly characters, and he said it's stupid because it says the same thing happened to him with Guardians of the Galaxy. He made Guardians of the Galaxy an epic, fun, fantasy space adventure with jokes and cool pop music, and next thing you know, what do you see? You see all these trailers with jokes, classic 80s music references, and jokes all over the place, trying to copy his style and all that. And he said it's stupid because the reason why Guardians of the Galaxy and Deadpool are so popular has got nothing to do with the jokes, nothing to do with the R-ratedness or the pop music or the 80s music or whatever. The reason why those two films kicked ass at box office, even though there were obscurities and there were risks and they were scary for the studios, is because they were original. They were something unique, something different. That's the formula they should be taking. Don't copy the film to a T and think we need to make more of these exactly the same. What you need to do is do something more original, do something what the fans want. It's because Deadpool worked because it's what the fans wanted. You know, they finally did what we want, you know? That's why it worked. That's why it was so sick. That's why it was making so much money. Hopefully studios learn from this and make better films in the future and learn that we fans know what we want. Don't try and treat us like kids. Don't try and treat us like idiots. We know what we want. Just make it happen make it look sick, and we'll give you the money. We'll throw the money at you all day, every day, trust me. Anyway, that's my review of Deadpool. Well, more like a, kind of like a thoughts on it, because we all know the film was sick. You've seen the many reviews, you know the film was sick. I think the film is sick. I give it a 9 out of 10. Actually no, I'll give it an 8 out of 10, because like, I give it a high, 8 out of 10 for me is a really high score. Like, I loved it, I need to see it again, maybe I'll give it a higher score, but I think the story could have been a bit better, but it wasn't about the story, it's more about the character coming to the cinematic world, and that makes me give it an 8 out of 10, that's fine for me. Anyway, that's my review of Deadpool, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you again. Peace.